his way out instead of time walk, just because he want to like make sure he doesn't want to leave it on cooldown.
That's a good point. Yeah, he definitely can, and he even could eat through like the bottom tree to not reveal that he was back there. But it's going to end up going for it in a second, I would imagine. Yep.
Tango.
And goes through and is going to pull the creep wave by. So good stuff. They do have a way to chase this down if they want. There's
Arrow, did you want going on?
Oh god, KP in a lot of trouble, needs to get the time walk off, but LGD drawing first blood. September takes it. Oh my goodness, are they going to be able to make it happen? Maybe dropping low move, looking for it in the right click, not quite there, and he's just going to be able to walk away, bottling up.
Oh, the nuke, not enough!
Oh my god, 15 HP.
And with anything else right now, with Chronosphere, they can actually consider contesting Rush. He did it in that general direction. You've got 3 heroes from Newbee as well smoked up.
Well, head towards that mid lane and maybe going to be able to find Xiaowei right off the bat. The jump in. They are going to be able to get the glimpse back if he's too far afoot. There is going to be a catch, possibly. Ancient Apparition Blast coming through. This is a little bit of a problem, though, and how? Now a lot of trouble and stunned well. Nice call! It's going to be able to do enough damage. How is just right click away? A nice storm breaks it for the moment. Maybe in some trouble now. How is starting to bring him low, but not quite low enough. They do kill off maybe there. So 3 for 1, but the 1 was
on to move. Case. And also one of the important things is that aggressive still free farming. The God Strength, he's trying to take the tier 1.
Looking for a bash right now. KD, if he can hit one of these, they might be able to follow it up with the Disruptor. They're bringing in another hero as well, and they already get off the time dilation. Glimpse back, aggressive, maybe in some trouble here as Pow is hidden away, and he is going to end up falling to this, I think, as KP just ends up
close approaching the Ancients into a Chronosphere, and all the ults with Newbee can throw at you. So risky.
Moo trying to steal the Ancients himself. There's the X marks the spot on the Moo. The boat is going to come through as well as that Ancient Apparition Blast. And Moo might just go down. He's in some trouble. A lot of damage being thrown his way. The Chronosphere is not going to hit onto anybody. And maybe now in a lot of trouble as well. Akka, can he actually find this kill? And maybe they've already lost the Drow Ranger over on the backlines. And he's just going to walk away. Oh, possibly dropping low, but not dead as of yet. They don't have that used and can get it in a second possibly, but they don't have eyes on him. Xiaowei comes in, and yeah, this is a very awkward situation.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That was just Chrono down, aggressive still farming, going towards an Echo Saber, and at the same time, he got out from that. He didn't die, so that's a very huge thing. Running back for a Blink Dagger, he's still Xiaowei down solo here, he's trying to kill him. He might die, and he will go to the Phoenix! That's cool. And they start to push up, seeing as Chrono's up in 20.
Okay, they want to try and go for this. God Strength is there, and gonna get away there on the KP. Can't actually get out of there. Oh man, and now in a little bit of trouble as the rest of the side of Newbee is going to be there. They drop down the silence, in a lot of trouble when damage is not going to be there. They kill off aggressive again. No.
Maybe he's quite vulnerable as well. The TP's already coming in.
Oh, there it is. Going to catch him. Chronosphere down, the gust, everything thrown out, and maybe is gone.
Raw damage kill off like supports. And this is disrupting the Phoenix. Not exactly the easiest. Ice Blast is gonna miss, and this just means they will take the tier 2 for free. TP coming in from Sven.
Glimpsed away maybe? No, they're not gonna go for
MMY though.
Kinetic Field is down, and yeah, MMY is gonna be fine for the moment. He is going to just try and TP out of there. They do not find any follow-up kills, but the tier 2 tower goes.
If they can just slow down maybe's item progression, they don't have to work on taking a rush fight. Oh, they're gonna fight aggressive, big kill.
I'm gonna glimpse him back, but he's actually gonna be just away from him for the moment, and ends up popping there as a blast gonna come in, doesn't get onto anybody. That's the Stone Gaze already used, so LGD fine for the moment, but jump in there by Xiaowei, trying to take this fight. The boat's gonna come in, they are gonna have a sun right in the middle of all of that, it's gonna fall. So a little bit of a scary position right now. They might be able to do this. Glimpse back and trying to find a kill. The Chronosphere is going to connect it. Do they have the damage to bring him down? It looks like they might. September is going to try and walk away, but he's going to end up falling as well. Now Ancient Apparition, the only one left alive, bashed up, brought down, maybe jumped there on top of How, but they still do a decent chunk of damage onto him, and he's going to end up going down. 5-man team wipe as Newbee just destroying LGD in this one. It's Oh my goodness. It's really hard to deal with this Chronosphere and the Drow combo.
Which can do.
Oh, good stuff could come out right here. LGD looking for their moment to initiate. They have spotted KP, so this could be really good if they're able to find it. Oh, it looks like the initiation's going to come out, though, and the glimpse back. Oh, they've caught Xiao Wei. He's going to end up getting taken down. That was like one of their moments to be able to make that work, but looked like at least for now they're going to have to call the retreat. KP looking, this might end up being a really big jump. He ends up catching two in the Chronosphere. Oh no, and MMY in September, the two initiating heroes, he throws out the A blast, but it's not going to be enough. September tries to get the run buff to keep himself alive. He's rather tanky, but I'm not sure if it's going to end up mattering. He glimpses to try and bring himself back with the X, but already, well, September, they're actually keeping him there now. He ends up going down. KP runs.
On the bright side, Vladimir's offering in the base, so he can just go back. But oh, they counter courier kill.
Okay, back and forth we go.
That was a big one.
Just explodes. Good stuff coming out from Maybe, and trying to see if he can take a little bit more here. It's a hard game for him to completely carry solo.
That was a really, really big courier kill, because that was the blink dagger inside for the defense. Aggressive doesn't have blink.
Oh no, KP also going to get jumped upon, so even though he didn't have the blink, the aggressive able to find that kill. They're starting to crumble a little bit. LGD might be doing this, doing a lot of damage to move. The Static Storm already dropped once, and Xiao in the midst of all of this, trying to do a decent chunk of damage. Maybe jumps in. Aggressive is here as well. House starting to get dropped very low. Can they find this kill, though? It doesn't look like it as of yet. The Stormhammer to try and get the counter initiation. Arrow is going to connect on this Tron. They have the A blast as well. They might be able to bring him down. This could be huge. The three-person caught there. Torn is going to lift up onto one, and now maybe going to be able to find a little bit more off the back
Phoenix
of this. Are going to end up bringing down aggressive. Alright, that could have been it, but still an okay initiation there. As they throw out one last boat, September trying to escape. Disruptor ends up killing off that Ancient Apparition, and September going to go down. It was looking good for a little while there for LG. Aggressive is pretty farmed. Like, he's got the third highest net worth in the game right now, not that far behind the Medusa. It's just a matter of taking these fights on their own terms, and the synergy from Newbee being pretty strong, and they are going to be able to get the silence there onto aggressive. Frost Arrows as well, trying to get this Moonlight Shadow to keep him alive, but the Chronosphere is going to connect, maybe try and bring down Akka. Are going to be able to do a lot of damage, and the A Blast is going to go out as well. So a nice combo that they've already been able to do a decent chunk, and looking for a little bit more moves in the midst of all of this. MMY ends up falling down as Chuan threw it, and the glimpse back. Two already dead. Oh man. They are going to run into several. This is a Moonlight Shadow, so again, a nice opportunity here if LGD can take it on their own terms.
He used to scan as well, so they know.
Killing Kaka is the way to start it off. The unfortunate problem is that Moo is just up front and center, and there's not a great way to stop it. They are going to be in the middle of all of them. They can just pop the ultimate now, and Moo, Stone Gaze going off already. Maybe is going to get caught in the Chronosphere. BKB has already been bobbed, though. Maybe going to be able to live through this one. They do have the Coco Throw coming out as well from the ship. It connects onto Howard. Is going to end up being brought down. Templar Assassin finds the kill. Nicely played there. KP is going to get dropped down as well. So two already dead for Newbee, but they've lost Maybe, and now they do need to keep on backing out of here. The problem is that there's no answer for Moo.
Glimpse 3. Oh, Chuan.
Pull back aggressive, does a lot of damage. Alright, they're just ignoring Moo for right now. He doesn't actually do a whole heck of a lot. It is starting to try and bring down September as well as aggressive. The Torrent lift up, Kata in a lot of trouble. He ends up falling, and now they turn their attention, last but not least, on the Moo. Aggressive just trying to run away. And not movement.
How a dominated creep just died inside, so they know what's going on, but too late for them to contest Roshan. So they will just back off, or they need to try for a smoke fight outside. They need to combine, need to land all their ults. KP needs to go now.
Okay, jumps
nice
in,
Chrono
102, now wait and Maybe both caught out. They also have that Phoenix Ray going, and September can only look on it as Maybe is going to end up dropping there, so he's going to be in the midst of all of that. Stunned for the moment, aggressive jumps in, finds Kaka, but the Icarus dive away, still fine for the moment. Moo doing a lot of damage with that Scotty, already up and online. There's going to be the fourth step away, Maybe. Oh, Hal actually they're taking a decent chunk of damage, but Maybe's going to fall. Aggressive, still alive, that's Aegis down. Trying to hit away onto Moo. That's going to be the still arrow onto Moo, and he is going to go down. So, 3 already dead for Newbee. They end up being able to
Tier 2 and go high ground, they push very quickly.
Alright, let's see them make it happen. Moving through the jungle right now. Medusa is the one up front and center. KP, if he gets initiated on here, would be disastrous. He does need to head out of there for the moment. Aggressive, trying to get the initiation, but they haven't been able to find it as of yet. There's going to be the Stone Gaze, and thinking about going for a pretty good Chronosphere. The boat's going to be in the midst of all of it. Static Storm coming down now on to 3. Can they finish these guys off? BKB has already been popped in. Deuce is just trying to go to town, but they're so tanky. On the side of LGD, they're doing a decent jump. The sun right through onto all of them as well. Can they finish them off? Aggressive is low, and I think that they might have been able to do a glimpse back onto September. How is going to be able to find that kill on top of it. 5-man team wipe, and that was with combo.
Some of the right heroes. This was one of the situations. You kill the TA, you kill Sven. LGD just don't have an answer for that fight. Because look at the last hero to try to even initiate on is the Medusa, but in that case, they just win anyways. Evidence their damage. I think Aggressive was very unlucky there. Like out of 2 weekends, he only had like he even got a crit.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. And with no buybacks now, Sven dead for 39 seconds. His base just falls so rapidly. And Newbee's going to be able to take it. DG gets called, that was it. One team fight down middle. And they end up being able to win the game.
Oh, this is actually perfect timing. Perfect roll lag is own like right now.
Well, at the end of the day, Newbee bring down LGD. And as we said, if they do end up hitting all those ultimates, it's going to